Hi, Leo. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for September 2021. It is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. If it doesn't, guys, check out your other placements. So we're going to get into your recent past, your current energy, the near future, and then we'll get into your person's energy and your energy. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who is returning. I appreciate you guys and all of your support so much. And if you are new, welcome. Thank you for being here. I hope you'll stay. I do personal readings. If you like one of those, the information is in the description box. Okay, so I had started your reading. I'd actually gotten almost completely through it, and my camera stopped. So a lot of it I think will pop back up. But what I was feeling was that there's a sense of lightness that's coming. So you may have been through a lot over the full moon into this new moon where you've done some releasing. Some things had finally come to completion. Things like that are just starting. It feels like there's a shift in your energy. So hopefully things are getting better. If you'd been in like a slight rut, we all go through the ups and downs, obviously. So let's see what's going on for you for September. So we have the Three of Wands in reverse for the recent past. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Six of Cups. The current energy is the Chariot in reverse with the Eight of Cups in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And then in the near future, we have the Lovers, Temperance, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So your overall energy is the Knight of Wands in reverse. So there's something that feels like you might be holding back just a little bit. Maybe you're just protecting yourself and you want to be sure that you give of your energy to the people that deserve it. In other words, if you're going to put your fire and passion into something, you want to make sure that it's into the right people now. There was a sense of closing out a cycle in the reading that I was doing. So some of you who were going through separations, divorces, things like that, it seemed like that was finally coming to an end. You at least got some clarity about where things were going to go. That's for some of you. In this case, I'm going to say that you might be needing to work on getting your passion back, getting your fire back, your excitement about life. All right, so let's look into the recent past. We have the Three of Wands in reverse with the Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. This is working really hard to get to a place where you can put the past behind you. You could be a little bit nostalgic about how things were, how hard you worked, how much energy you put into things. With the Three of Wands, you're not waiting anymore. So whatever was holding you back in the past, I feel like now you're putting your energy back into focusing on what's going to create the stability that you want. Now, could you be focused really hard at work? Absolutely. The Six of Cups could tell you that there could be some reward that's coming to you, that's coming up, a new opportunity, something that you weren't expecting. Maybe there was a job from the past that pops back up and that gives you a new opportunity. There was the Ace of Pentacles in the reading that I had started to do for you. So I feel like for some of you, there's going to be something that comes to you. It's not going to be something you're going to have to seek out. And it's because all the hard work that you've put in is starting to pay off and you're being noticed. Maybe another company comes in and wants to offer you a position. Something like that is going to happen, and it could increase your salary. It could give you a little bit more of a workload as well. Either way, I do feel like the Six of Cups is not saying a lot about necessarily somebody from the past. There may be some memories of that and how much work you had put into the situation. So a little bit of nostalgia, but a lot of reward is coming. And I think that lack of wanting to wait for things is what's driving you to just put your energy into work and focus on that. All right, so we'll clarify that in just a moment. Now, for others of you, no, not for others of you, for your current energy, the Chariot in reverse with the Eight of Cups in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. This is letting go of things that just didn't move forward. You've already walked away where things you thought might have turned in the direction you had hoped. Things just aren't moving in that direction. And it's okay to release that. It is allowing you to get rid of any of those emotional burdens. It's just a change of a cycle. Things may seem like they've slowed down or might kind of be standing still in the current energy, but it doesn't mean that they aren't going to move forward. So we'll clarify that as well and see what's going on there. Now, in the near future, we have the Lovers coming up with the Temperance and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So finding your balance is going to be really important prior to putting your energy into another person. In other words, having the patience with yourself while you work through whatever things have come up for you around your relationships, around your love relationships, areas where you may have felt like things weren't stable, or maybe you wanted your independence within your relationship and you didn't have it then. So you're having the patience now to put the effort into yourself and balance things out between your relationship and your own independence and stability. So I think Spirit's just saying, have patience with yourself as you create that for you in the near future. You may still kind of feel like it's not quite where you want it to be, but you'll get there. And it's going to require a lot of focus, a lot of patience, and probably the support of a partner as well. If you have one in your life and you have walked away from something bad, closed that chapter, and now you've got somebody new, I feel like that person's going to be super supportive of whatever it is that you want to do. If you're changing jobs and that's coming to you, they're going to be supportive of that. I also feel like they're a big cheerleader for you, is what I want to say. All right, so let's clarify the Three of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles. All right, so we have the Eight of Cups and then the Knight of Cups in reverse. So where things did not work out, where somebody wasn't really giving into a relationship the way that you did, that's what you're turning your back on. And you're realizing that those breakups happened for a reason. Obviously, we know that. It doesn't mean that they hurt any less. I'm not saying that. Sometimes these keep popping up in the readings in order to kind of give you the indication that you're still healing. And yes, you can put that behind you. Look at these. I mean, he's walking away from them. He's looking at the moon. The moon cycles could be really hefty for you this particular season. So whatever happened 6 months ago, look at that full moon and then come back to this one and see what had come to fruition. And if there are still things that you want to create at this new moon, you want to manifest, set your intentions, because I feel like where he's allowing himself to release this emotional baggage, he's also kind of praying to the stars and looking at the moon like, please, I just want things to go in the right direction. I don't want to deal with people who don't show up in relationships. I don't want to put all this work in and not have something come back to me. Now with work, you could feel like I just need to shut my emotions off and put things aside emotionally and just focus on busting my tail because I want things to work out and be more beneficial. I want the rewards that I'm going to get from that. So you could be leaving emotion out of work at this point. All right, so let's look at the Chariot in reverse with the Eight of Cups in reverse. This is for Leo. All right, so we have the Four of Swords, thinking things through, the Nine of Pentacles. How are you going to get to the place where you find that stability again, where things start to look like they're moving in the right direction? If it's slow and at a place in your current energy where you just don't feel like things are shifting, Spirit's telling you, yes, they are. This is a cycle that's definitely closing out. You're starting into something new, and we do need to have some reflection. So you could just be looking back at the things that you have accomplished or what has or hasn't worked out and realizing that you would like more stability with the Nine of Pentacles. You don't want to feel like you have to constantly worry about what's going on in your financial situation. Maybe you still are feeling like things just haven't shifted to the place where you want them to be. But a little bit of internal work, a little bit of mental therapy doesn't hurt anybody. It can help you set the intentions that you want to set to create that kind of independence, especially if you've walked away from a relationship and this is new because you haven't been alone in a long time. And being independent can feel a little scary. Male or female, it doesn't matter. If you've had a partner for a long period of time and that's finished, that can put you in a place of like, what do I do now? I'm not used to being in this energy of just completely alone. So finding a way to create that stability is going to allow you in another relationship moving forward to feel independent but yet in a partnership. Okay. And then we do have some of you that are in one that you have a partner who is supportive in the future. If this person hasn't come around, I do feel like they will. And you're going to see how different it can be to have somebody who supports you that way. Okay, so with the Lovers, we have the Five of Wands in reverse with the Temperance. So that's not wanting to be in any kind of conflict or any kind of position of drama. You just don't want to deal with drama when it comes to your partnerships. And then we have the Magician. Yes, so you are manifesting this. The Seven of Wands in reverse, to me, feels like being vulnerable and open and knowing that the drama can be left behind. Having some patience around that too with your partner if there are some ups and downs. But what I see you manifesting is a more independent energy. So feeling more self-worth. Sometimes when we have tough relationships, it's like we're not quite sure who we are and we're not sure how to get that back if we've lost some of that. So it feels like you're working really hard and putting it out there that this is what you want to create. So for those of you who have a really good partner that is supportive, I don't think they bring a lot of drama to your life. So have patience with yourself while these manifestations come about, because they will. They will create the stability and the independence that you're looking for. Okay, so I'm going to clear this energy and we'll get into your person and yours, whoever it is that's on your mind right now. Okay, so this is for Leo. And their person, please. All right, there we go. Move these out of the way. All right, so your person is the Three of Cups in reverse. We have the Hermit in reverse, Seven of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Somebody wants to come out of a place of feeling stuck. It's like they just don't want to be there anymore. And then for you, it's the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Cups in reverse, the King of Cups, and then the Devil in reverse. The overall energy is the Fool. So right now, this is going to be, for some of you, it may be completely different from the original energy. What I feel like is your person's kind of holding back. I don't know that they feel like there's a coming together or a meeting of the minds with the Three of Cups and then the Hermit in reverse. It seems like they need to do a little bit more work on themselves. They may have a tendency to back away and get impatient when things don't go the way that they want them to. And then we have the Eight of Swords. They're just wanting to come out of being stuck. I think they're being pushed by spirit to clear their energy and do the work that they need to do on themselves. And maybe do the same thing that you are doing. Now, you could feel like this person has left you out in the cold. It could be vice versa, but feeling a little bit abandoned by the situation. If somebody pulls back because they're working on themselves, it can feel personal. So you may feel a little left out if they're not there. Like I said, it could be reversed. It could be that your person is feeling this way. The Two of Cups is just not being at the same place at the same time. And I know that sounds kind of silly. What I mean is you're not really on the same page right now. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't have love for the situation. I think you do. I think you're very open to it and becoming more emotionally available. But right now, you're feeling a little bit abandoned by that. Now, the Devil in reverse, I don't sense that there's a loss of passion necessarily, but there could be a desire to not have any kind of toxicity or toxic people in your life. Now, you could have been dealing with a Capricorn, a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces, a Gemini, a Virgo, or Cap, Virgo, Taurus. So that's releasing or not wanting to deal with anything negative. So the two of you may not be together right now or just not on the same page as of this moment. All right, so let's look at the romance angels. This is for Leo. So we have honeymoon, unrequited love, express your love, and then healing family issues and children. Your love life is being affected by children. For sure, one or the both of you may have children, and that could be something that is to be taken into consideration as far as the relationship is concerned, or the two of you may have a child together. Now, honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. you may feel like taking a vacation would be good for you in order to see if you can work things out at some point. Unrequited love, there's not enough attraction or chemistry in this relationship or to keep this relationship going. I don't think that's the case, and I would tell you if I didn't think so. I think right now there's just someone has a little bit of fear that the other person doesn't feel the same way. And then we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And then we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Absolutely. One or the both of you may have some childhood wounds that need to be healed before this relationship can actually come together. All right, so let's get the Lover's Oracle. This is for Leo. Okay, this card is really standing out, so I'm going to read this one. It says, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Absolutely. And then we have sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. And then last we have, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. That's the truth. Okay, so we're going to get a couple of cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle from Spirit to wrap this up. This is for Leo for September, please. All right, so we have All That Glitters, Building Blocks, Poised. That's been coming out for everybody. And then we have Observer. So is that. And then we have Serendipity, which actually reduces to a 9. So this could be realizing that there can be happiness even through endings and new beginnings. I do feel like there's this eternal, we always go through the ups and downs and ups and downs, and know that things are going to get better. There could be a lucky period coming in for you as well with that clover. Now, All That Glitters is 16, which reduces to a 7. I feel like this is God saying, just remember, there's always something to be happy about. There's always something that you can look at that is still shiny and happy and new. And then Building Blocks, this is a 10. So building something from the ground up, a new beginning. One or both of you may be in a place where you decide at some point that you'd like to build this very strong foundation, but it's going to take literally one step at a time. And then we have Poised, that reduces to a 12, which is a 3. And I always say this with the Poised card. It's like, stay pretty while you go through it. Stay there. Try to balance out your mind, your body, and your soul. I know it's not the easiest thing to do. I feel like I need to say meditate a little bit more, which is also not something that's easy. Now they're bringing up yoga, so some of you may be taking that up or having a desire to continue to do that on a regular basis because it helps keep you balanced. And then we have Observer. So this is like looking at your life from an outsider's perspective. You can step back, like an out-of-body experience in a way, and look at it like, there is some magic that has happened in this life. And always observe things from, if you can, from a spiritual perspective, so that you have an understanding that even though there can be some tough times, that you're here for a reason. And observing it from that perspective can help you see things much clearer. Now that reduces to a 13, which is also a 4. And then we have another 4. Another 4. It just seems like 4s are big, so that could be coming up for you a lot. So sorry, I have a little tickle in my throat. But thank you guys very much for being here. I so appreciate you all. I hope this helped. Thank you again for all of your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. The information for the personals is in the description box below. I hope you guys have a really great month, and I'll see you in next week's readings. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.